Boy Ghost, this is the 26th hour in game. All right, we've got 25 hours under the belt. In the last video,
I
we
didn't
did
mean
do
to
a
doubt
mission
my
for Doris.
comrades, but
We
I couldn't
saved.
leave
We
them
went
out
to go
there
check
either.
on Cole and
I
them.
need to trust them more. I see
Yup.
that.
Trust is key, man.
That doesn't
Trust
mean I
is
need to
key.
care about them any less.
Word.
Things are about to get interesting.
Been doing Mead's bidding, have you? It's lonely.
Clive!
We talked to the wrong dude. There's no Alliant reports.
Quick look.
Because we would have seen
Always
it, right?
something in there.
So let's go ahead and think. I know we got our
How may I
renown
help
up
you today, Clive?
with the last one that we just turned in, which is at 395. So that gives us safe passage.
Here you are.
So safe passage gives us the dire wolf chest. I'm gonna
Best of
take a
luck
look
out
at
there,
that and
Sid.
see what that is. Let's actually peep that, because we don't know what that is. It is. It increases our combo damage by 5%. That's actually pretty good. Right now we're gonna keep the Berserker ring in. We have the Breath of Earth, which increases the wind up. We haven't actually even looked at any of our Titan abilities yet. Maybe we haven't even, because we didn't even go to this tree yet. So we're now looking at it. This is our Titan block. It blocks enemies' attack when a guard is timed perfectly, huh? And you basically guard, and then you kind of just hit them up. So you basically guard with square, and you hit them. Let's see what else we have. We have the wind up, which does a lot of damage. Punch forward, and we have upheaval, which does what? It's like a radial attack. Okay, all of his attacks seem to do a lot of damage, which is pretty good. This is Raging Fist. This is a whole bunch of punches and shit. And then we have Earth and Fury, which we may build up for, just so we kind of have. That's kind of been our thing. We'll probably use that, and let that take the effect of. Let's see. This one's 4 and 2. This one's 3 and 3. So maybe what we'll want, so we can actually charge that bad boy up and hit them hard. And this is more of a radial attack. Now we do like radial attacks because of how much damage they do, right? So we'll figure out which one of these we'll take out, and we'll probably say we're gonna save up for Earth and Fury. That's kind of what we've been doing so far. We're definitely happy with Aerial Blast, and with Judgment Bolt especially. We've killed 2 bosses. Well, a sub-boss, and we killed the actual boss. We killed Titan with that, or we beat Titan with that. He's not done, obviously. Let's go turn in this last side mission that we did to get that under our belt, and then we'll continue with the main quest.
Trouble finding the ammonia.
Only the usual.
I had to skip through some of the, or at least speed up the dialogue last. I didn't like that.
This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Tyre trusts you, which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. I'm sorry. I'm still terrified. The brand is more than just ink and flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood. Failure means death, and even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physician to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives, and the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we never won for volunteers. What do you think that is?
Conviction? They're willing to die?
They're willing to fight. To give their lives to create a world where people like us can be more than mere possessions. I know your work isn't easy, but neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Tyre. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physicist's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
Alright. That's another quest complete right there. Alright, armor now needs to be at 350, I believe, for the next. So we know we don't have to go back to get anything. We can go straight for the next mission.
I'm sorry I let my fear get the better of me. I'm ready to be stronger. For the hideaway. For all of us.
Damn the bastard who thought to mix branding ink with the foulest poison known to man. Since then, bearers have only ever had two choices. Court the crystal's curse in service of their masters, or defy the brand and suffer the wyvern's wrath. Either way, it's an agonizing death.
That's not very nice. Alright, so now we're gonna take this bad boy up.
Yeah.
Knowing me, normally I like to fast travel back.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
So right around this point right here,
Jill
and
looked white as
then I would just move around from there. But if I'm right next to it, we finally got into the song.
Ivan's newest dish is a masterpiece. Once you get over the urge to gag, that is.
You're still eating that shit. That's when he made that on that thing with the violets, remember? Alright, let's see what's going on with Gav and the rest of them.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal.
Now we want to find out about our dog, man.
Where did you get him? Like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories.
Huh.
They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries,
I knew he was
found
special.
reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other...
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding
That's
your
pretty
original
cool.
concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
Hey now. Hey now. I don't know about that.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shan't be a moment.
A lot of progression is about to happen. Thorgal, he awakened his powers. They're building a whole workshop now. Let's see what happens.
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Alright guys, so we got a lot of that out the way. We completed our side missions, we got our renown, we upgraded our blade. We're actually just gonna, you know, do what we always do. To make it faster, we're just gonna fast travel back to the main point and take us to the center of the map and just run straight up. I think it's faster. I don't know. It might be, it might not be, I don't know.
The Litlands have been up to their old tricks again.
No, this one might have been around, roughly around the same thing, but it's all good. So let's speak with Vivian.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
He's gonna stand behind her at the...
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive,
I don't know how to take that.
we, have a guest.
Good guess.
Guest.
Who could that be? Who could that be? Let's see who it is.
For your trouble.
Is this my uncle?
Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favorite uncle is here!
He doesn't give a fuck. He's risking it though coming here. He's supposed to keep up appearances so he can continue helping the Guardians of the Flame. Oh, shit. Meanwhile, in the Hall of Justice, Twinside.
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. The Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmex empty their treasuries for us. Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmex will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire
That's
could reach us
Behemoth right
within
there.
mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and
That's the power I want
trinkets
right
they
there.
can. And once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan,
Bahamut.
it is not to be.
Yeah, because there's no E in it. I guess it is Bahamut. I don't know why I
And
pronounced
what of your subjects, Your Radiance?
Bahamut.
If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true.
Bahamut is the coolest one though to be. It's a
Yet for every
giant,
citizen who
like
falls,
this
another
dragon.
can be
Like this.
bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
shit.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here?
Uncle
Only one way to
Byron.
find out.
Alright, let's go talk to him. I like him. he's the shit.
The Litlins have been up to their roots. Just one thing after another around here.
Litlins? Litlins? Little bastard. You guys check out the blade. This is the, shit, I forgot what it's called. Let's see it. It's the one, it's the 11 bolt with the earth shard. Earth something.
Well, fuck me. Never thought I'd see the day Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses came to tea.
Oh, fuck me. Uncle.
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was. Aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
He's like, what? This guy rich, man. He came to help.
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Coco withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you. It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts? Or would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waloed friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed, days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
Treachery. They took the back door through
So
the desert.
it was the Waluders who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across
Going to the
Veldt.
desert?
It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Ah, my favorite pupil. We met under curious circumstances. Naturally. Still.
Okay, well, you know, it's funny how that kind of works out, you know? Thing comes back around for you.
Byron Rosfield. I heard tell. Why?
Okay.
Allow me to educate you.
Allow me to educate you. I
Thus
still want to
ends
find out
today's
about.
lesson.
So Thorgil, if you guys hadn't noticed, is he's a Frostwolf. It's fucking cool. Let's tell Otto what's going on.
Otto. Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lancer and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
Alright. So we talked to Otto one last time, talked to Gav one last time.
They call Rosina the Desert Hare on account of how little escapes her ears. That.
What's wrong, Gav?
It's this gold your uncle gave us. Are you sure it's all right for us to take it?
My uncle isn't easily refused. Especially where dispersing his wealth is concerned.
But 2,000 talents. I don't even know how much that is in Gil.
It's the price of a quayside mansion in the Crystalline Dominion. He sold one to fund our endeavor. He was hoping to part with it anyway, what with war brewing in the region. And, luckily for him, a Sambraquan noble was willing to pay over the odds for a foothold in the Holy Emperor's neighborhood.
But still, 2,000 talents. I mean, is it normal for nobles to give away that kind of money?
It's normal for my uncle.
Fuck me. Oh, the other half live, eh?
Well, now that we've got a few gills to rub together, do you think it'd be alright if I splashed out on a few bottles of Lost Wings finest?
Here, leave some for the rest of us, Otto. If he's filling his cellar, I'm filling our larder, starting with a barrel of the best salt-cured northern salmon.
I'll leave you to decide how best to use it. Just don't spend it all at once, alright?
I got a feeling when we come back, we're gonna have a whole bunch of dope shit.
I've never seen a crate full of gill before, let alone two. Your uncle certainly...
I heard they call Rosina the desert hare.
Okay, so we've got everything else done.
May the winds of fortune be forever at your backs.
Let's go ahead and talk to Byron. This was a lot of plot in this one, guys. But that's how it goes. This is what would happen in this part of the playthrough. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta love it.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
We're starting to see a lot of growth with the places and the characters, and all this stuff has been happening. Some more of a positive vibe to an extent. And there's still lots of shit going on. We gotta Titan out there running around with no hands. Okay, so we've got our whole map cleared. We're gonna go to the Velcroy Desert stage. It's pretty cool. Remind me of my time in the service. Oh yeah. Dalmatian Republic. We started from the bottom, now we're here. I can only imagine what type of hunt targets we'll have over here also.
I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
I wonder if we'll get more Scaratite soon. I assume we'll probably get it from a hunt target or something. I don't know. I don't know if all that stuff is just wrapped up. We got our uncle with us. That's ill. I'm happy. Maybe we'll walk around a little bit instead of,
Our destination lies over that dune.
Take a look at the map. Okay.
The ruins. Mark them well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sand.
You know what? I already see a. Is that a chest? No, that's not a chest. Alright. Does he have one too? Where is he? There he is. Okay. See, if we can run to the extremes real quick. We don't really care what follows us. I want to see if there's anything out here. We're just gonna go back and forth, essentially. Just real quick, just to see what's out there. This structure in the middle over here looks like there could be something there.
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together.
A Helldiver. We've never killed one of those, have we? No, I don't think so. You know what?
I'm not surprised you don't remember.
Let's murder one.
It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you.
I think they're just gonna keep fighting like forever. Okay, so here's something. Some sharp fangs. Okay, I wanted to see what type of mats they were gonna drop. I don't see any other chests or anything like that. Alright, we're gonna hop back on Ambrosia and
come on.
Let's get out of here. We'll cut over here and see if there's anything in here. No. You'd think there'd be just more than one, maybe maybe in the cut. I don't know. I mean, like I said, guys, I could possibly be missing stuff, but I mean, this is what I would normally do, if I was in the game first time, just kind of looking around and stuff. I would probably check, I'd look around real quick and just see if there was anything, that would be of interest or something like that right there. you know, I think that might just be it. Desert roses. See, okay, that's cool. But this is what I would normally do. You know, there's no right or wrong way about going about playing a game. You know, you could be a completionist. You could just be casual. You could just, you know, you could be nothing. You could just be like, you know, you're like this indifferent. You know, you're just not opposed to it. You know. So we're inside of a little middle structure here. There's some people in here. A little rest stop, market, kind of. Not really a market, a little rest stop, I guess. There's some shade. I mean, there's people in here.
Lord Cook has finally made his move.
Yes.
Alright, so they're talking about him and him making his move. I know you guys see that, right? And that. The point is, if it's out there, you might as well just pick it up, man. It's not now that we have a, you know, a chocobo, you can dip out, make moves, have fun, enjoy the scenery. The game looks good. You know, there's a little sandstorm in the middle here. I don't know if that's
All right.
oh yeah. It's definitely like a trap. Yeah, we're just running straight out, keeping an eye out there for anything. That middle area, I wonder if there's something there that we could alright, we're gonna take the high road over, because that middle area doesn't look like there's anything in there.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst.
Oh shit.
Drink before we press on?
I guess we were there, we just kind of ran down here into this little divot here. Now we have to hop off. Enjoy the cutscene. Oh man, you know, whenever Thor gets upset, you gotta be weary. What the might actually be there?
Look there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Luda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
He's like, man. You could tell that his uncle is about it, man. It's about that life. Like Assassin's Creed, bro. You know he was staring at the eyes. He was like, yeah, it's nice. At least the sword looks full now. It doesn't look like just like a saber. So that's good. He takes it off and puts it down.
Good day to you. Eating?
Looks valid.
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. You must at least agree to take your place. I'll fetch you some water.
How funny is that, huh?
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin? I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Jesus.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you!
Oh, man. That wasn't, like, he just didn't care.
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads. But we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you can spare us an hour or two. Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
He already knew what time it was. He already knew what time it was.
Take him!
Maybe we have to. Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
And he's just chilling the whole time. Hadouken. You're able to hit them at the precise time, and you kind of trigger that ability right there. We're back up to 1095. I think what we're gonna do, concentrate more on damage. We're probably gonna take out Garuda. We've been using Garuda a lot, but I think we'll use. I don't know. I'm guessing we have to switch it up. And if we're not using Garuda, we can probably take the points off and use it. But if we want to switch it around, we're probably not gonna move it around like that. I assume we can probably lock the abilities, and then if we refund all, maybe it keeps those abilities on. They're locked. I'm not really sure.
Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
That was relatively easy. I mean, those radial attacks are really good. Nice little hit. We're not taking off our fire at all. I don't think that's ever going anywhere. Lightning with Sid's power. We are Sid. This makes sense that we use that. And then the last power, Garuda,
Now's our chance.
you know, the more when you think of that character, you know, that guy loved her. You know, the tight Kupta loves her. You know, and that's why he was all upset because we're the ones who killed her. But the main character there isn't her, it's him. You know, if you think about it like that. So, dealing, you know, concentrating more on damage rather than stagger. Now, stagger's great, but a lot of times our abilities are doing a lot of damage. And if we can get the stagger up with a couple other things, you know, I think ultimately we'll take a look. You know, maybe it might not work out like that. We still have to do another upgrade to get his. You know, what the hell's going on here? Maybe because my brother's close by. Yeah.
Clive? What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Well,
Alright.
we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their
That's my
friends
boy.
turn up.
I'm really happy to have him back. It always makes me happy whenever I see my boy. Alright, so
From the oven.
once you go flat, I guess you never go back. You already know. Yeah. Okay. We're just gonna look around real quick and see if there's anything here. We don't actually know. I don't even know we can go up there. Alright. Imagine there was something here.
Let me treat you.
I don't even know where we're going.
I need to drink.
I guess we have to go this way anyway. There's probably some stuff.
Fucking men of the wrong.
It's a chest. We found a chest. Should I take that? 15 chunks. Okay. Do a little sweep as we're going down. NPCs. People. A little dead end.
It's all the fault of this blasted war. The moment they find out you're from the Empire, they flat out refuse to do business with you.
Won't you come and play, handsome?
Oh yeah? How you doing?
Your arms
We
like
know what part of
iron.
this.
Are all your muscles so hard?
We know what part of the city we're in right now. Okay. I'm just kind of looking around, you know, seeing what's here, enjoying the look at these hookah pipes. It's cool. And shit's the grill. Looks really nice. All right, we're out here. You know, don't just run through it. You know, you gotta appreciate the you know, the work that they put into it. You know,
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's
the
the only
detail.
way from
It's
here
nice.
to the
It's real
fan.
nice.
It would
Looks good.
seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamel, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means. The wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamel is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
This hour 26 is really, you know, going to be a lot about the story and so forth, a lot of cutscenes and
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
some.
How many times do I have to tell you?
Be nice to the kid. All right, let's take a look at this this merchant that we have here. It's always a good thing.
Good day, my lord.
Whenever we see these people. Breath of lightning rod reduces the cooldown by 5. It's actually really dope. You know, I wouldn't mind buying that. What we will do is we'll buy one
An
potion.
excellent choice.
We're still being pretty frugal.
Thank you for your
I
custom.
feel like there's something more that's gonna happen next. So let's head through.
Light it for Gilbert's sake. You're a bearer, aren't you? I was a fool to waste good coin on you.
Sorry, dude. Alright, so we gotta speak to 2 townspeople.
Anything I can help you with, travelers?
Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamel's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamel, would you?
No. I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
Alright.
Dalamel is famous for its spas, its markets, and its smithies.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamel. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Don't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say?
Ah, okay.
Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
That boy in the Briar's Kiss is a real talent. People flock from miles around to buy his steel. And it isn't cheap either.
Maybe that's why we've been saving our bread. Let's see what happens.
Light it for Gilbert's
Maybe this is where our shit
Crystal
really
delivery's over.
picks up.
Get back to your homes.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and try to speak to these villagers. Speak to this dude right here and kind of see what's going on. It's the riverboat captain. See what's going on.
Can I help you? Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamel. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly.
All right.
Ask for further at the baths.
Well, it sounds like we have our man.
I'm gonna try to progress this along a little bit more.
Let's go and find out exactly what this photo knows.
All right. That seems to be further right there. So what we're gonna do, guys, is this is the I believe this is the 26th hour. We'll be going on to hour 27 next, and we'll pick it up right over here. Now, obviously, some of these videos are like 55 minutes long, give or take, whatever. So, technically, playtime-wise, we're about half an hour, maybe at this point, maybe an hour less. So we've only really had that, but we're going according to that. So every video is roughly about an hour long, and this is I kind of wanted to see the progression and stuff like that. Even when we talk to NPCs and the comfort of being able to find chests and boxes and, well, or those are the same thing. You know, and just like little things, like, you know, mats on the ground and little. We've been doing really good with the hunt so far. So and the game has been very, you know, it's been very fulfilling. I mean, it's been fun. The story's still picking up. You know, look at how close we were to our brother there just now, and you know, the powers, and then we have Thorgil, you know, doing his thing and finding out he's a frost wolf and all types of shit, man. It's just been nice. We're getting stronger. What we can do real quick is if we go to abilities, we said we were gonna do this. Let's see, maybe we can change this around. Let's see, hold on. If we change this, we can change this over to Titan, so we can actually do it like that. All right, so now we don't have Titan, we don't have Garuda anymore. And then let's take a look at our abilities now that we have Titan. We're gonna save up to 1895 so we can get Earth and Fury. We're gonna try out some of his abilities and stuff and kind of see where it's at. We were using Garuda's Deadly Embrace, which is really good to kind of bring down the bosses and get them like in a staggered concept. But I'm guessing we can probably you know, pause the game and just change that while we're fighting. So maybe we'll have to do that because we only have, it seems like we only have space for 3. I thought maybe we'd be able to switch between 4. But yeah, guys, listen, it's been fun. It's your boy Ghost. We'll be back with the next one, which would be, I guess, the 27th hour. I do this for you guys, you know. I'm definitely enjoying the game. Hope you guys have been enjoying following along and seeing the natural growth and stuff like that. And then we'll keep going. And you know, I guess this is my take more on a realistic playthrough. You know, what you'll experience and stuff like that. You know, yeah. So we'll just leave it at that, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Till the next one, people, as always, it's a pleasure. Later.